All right, my name is Brandon Clayton, the Algebra Guy, and I want to talk to you today, a continuation of our lesson last time, translate to an equation and solve. So last time we talked about how to go from a phrase to an equation. This time I want to take it one step further and actually solve it. So let's do that. By the end of this video, you'll be able to answer problems like this. Translate and solve. The difference of p and 17 is equal to 37. So now when we're asking to solve, that means we're going to ask ourselves, what is p equal? So let's look at problems like that. The questions we're going to answer is, how do I translate and solve equations? Pretty simple. All right, so let's take this one for instance. 3 more than x is equal to 47. So there's a lot packed in here, right? So let's start with the equal. Can you remember where the equal, what phrase is going to be equal to equal? Is. So I know my is usually represent an equal. There are 3 more than x is or equal to. So 3 more than x, I'm going to 3, let's say this is x. And we said 3 more than x. This is 3 more than x. So all that's on this side of the equal sign is equal to 47. So let me rewrite that and make it nice and neat. X plus 3, that means 3 more than whatever that x is equal to 47. So now we got to set up, let's go ahead and solve it using what we've learned. Now we know, according to the addition and subtraction properties of equality, that if you add the same thing on one side as you do the other, it's still going to be equal. And to get this x by itself, we want to do just that. We want to take away 3 on this side of the equal sign and 3 on the other side because it keeps it equal. Well, when we do that, we're left with x equals 47 minus 3, which is 44. So we just solved this. So we know that x is 44 according to this phrase. Let's go to our next one. What about this one? The difference of y and 14 is 18. All right, so let's translate this first and then we're going to solve it. So we got is, there's our equal sign right there. We got our 18 and we have 14 and a y. What's the relationship between our y and 14? Well, it asks us for the difference between those two. And this is a word that deals with what operation? Yes, indeed, minus. So rewriting that and right down here, I'm going to say more neat, but it's probably not going to be much neater. To solve this, I only want y by itself. So I want to get rid of this negative 14. I want it to go to 0. So I'm going to add 14 over here. And according to the addition property of equality, if I add 14 over here, it still keeps this equation equal. So I'm okay. I didn't change anything. So now this leaves me with y, because negative 14 plus 14 is 0, equal 18 plus 14, which when I add it up gives me 32. That effectively solves this problem. So now, did I translate it and did I solve it? Yes. Translate it into an equation and then I solved it. And that's it for our practice today. Did we accomplish our goal? How do I translate and solve equations? Yes, we talked about it and we illustrated how to translate and solve both of those equations. Thank you for tuning in. Again, Brandon Clayton, the Algebra Guy, and I'll see you next lesson.